our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train the
Ngayon ko pala mapapanood din si Jeep. Ngayon ko pala mapapanood yan. Jeep. Siguro yan, 6'6". Dumatakpak ba yan?
Starting five, please proceed in the middle. Let us begin.
Basic basketball lang. This is the final game in the first round here in Quality Games Basketball League La Germania 5th Conference, and it will be a showdown. CSA Jim Makati is the venue in this clash of two of the top 3 teams in the tournament so far. Baron Mercado on the call, and again you can catch this game live and of course in our YouTube channel Quality Games Basketball for our continuous broadcast here inside CSA. Grazérie takes on Flashbacks Racing. Winner will be at least at the top 2 of our team standings. Here we go. Grazérie wearing their dark jerseys. Meanwhile, Flashbacks Racing wearing their light jerseys today. Let's begin with Grazérie as Andre Lopez will send the ball out. The winner of their last game, talking about Grazérie, they lost to Try-J 2 games ago. They made a statement against Grape Saturday at Ordeneta. They will be involved in yet another big game. Can they finally pull it off against the surging Flashbacks Racing? And now Jeet Banwait is now playing for the squad. Jeet secures that rebound. And we start things off. Goes for that easy first 2 points for this game. Grazérie gets it with that beautiful pass by Jeet, finding a teammate. That's I believe that's Sario, CJ, getting his first 2 points and a steal. Referees will call a foul. CJ Sario, our player of the week. He will be facing off against his father and his 2 brothers who's gonna play for Flashbacks Racing. Talking about Kaloy, their dad, Mio and Marco, his brothers. So let's see if CJ will be victorious against his dad and his 2 brothers playing here today. Again, they will look to repel the streaking, the surging Flashbacks Racing in this contest, as CJ Sario couldn't make the first free throw in that clear out foul. He was all alone on that layup but was fouled, and 3 points for CJ Sario. So let's go to the side of Flashbacks Racing. They made a statement as they defeated and halted the streak for Try-J last game day, I should say, in Ordaneta. So let's see if they can take one big fish down. A 3 to start. CJ gets it back, pulls up and connects for 3. 6 points for CJ Sario. Flashbacks Racing has won again their last 2 games here in Quality Games Basketball League. Again, playing in yet another big game. This is Mio looking to answer back. CJ's 3. What you can do, brother, I can do it too. Those battles in the backyard now translating on the hardwood. Mio Sario scores that 3 and the first 3 points for Flashbacks Racing. Fouled on the last play for Grazérie. Luis Celesios, one of the more reliable guards for Grazérie. Usually him and Justin Almeida taking turns on the backcourt. Van Allen Ong is also part of the starting lineup. CJ Sario wanting Ong to guard his brother Mio. Celesios makes his free throws count here. 9 to 3. A quick 6-point lead in this battle of the heavyweights. Looking for that pocket pass was Marco Sario. Kick ball is the call of our referees. Flashbacks Racing again looking to make yet another statement. If they win today, talking about Flashbacks Racing, they will be at the top of the team standings as they defeated TriJ. Again, in the virtue of win over the other. TriJ will go second. Flashbacks Racing will go first, and third will be Grazérie. But if Grazérie wins, they will be tied with TriJ, and we will form that rock, paper, scissors battle between those three teams up top. Marcosario knocks down both free throws with 7 minutes remaining. Grazérie, they look to find Jeet inside. Almost a steal, recovered by the guys wearing black. The door was shut. Cross-court pass to CJ, player of the week. That is a miss by Sario. And the last possession, last touch, will be on the side of Grazérie. It will be Flashbacks Racing basketball. 5-8 is the score, and a steal. Aggressive start from defense for CJ. Celestios wanting to dump it up to CJ, but read perfectly by the defense. If in our game earlier, it was a down-the-wire game between Sancho Babies and Grape, which Grape, by the way, winning their first game, as Celestios knocks down yet another three. That's their second three-pointer of the contest. I believe this game will follow suit as we are seeing, again, two of the top 3 teams in this contest. Shoots over Jeet. Couldn't make it. Jeet Van White hasn't yet to have a dominant start so far. They give it to Jeet, and even it's too high for Jeet. Lopez couldn't control that pass. 5:30 remaining. 11-5 is the score. Mio Sario and the Marco Sario, two players who score for Flashbacks Racing. Here's Marco giving it to Ed. They go for that drive. Puts the ball in. What a shot. Getting that scoop layup to go. That is Alfie Tanseco. He will be relied upon to stop Jeetzilla over here. Jeet scores his first 2 points. Jeet Van White enters the scoring fray for the first time. As we have some player movements. Justin Almeida checking in. Usually a part of that starting 5, but really is very versatile, I should say. Talking about Justin. Let's see if this second unit will give him that push. Capable scorer. Scored 12 points in their last game. Talking about Justin Almeida. Now he will be having his hands full against D. Martinez. Look at that defense by Almeida. Early closeout as Tanseco goes for that drive. Good steal by Justin. Almeida on the push. Sees 2 defenders inside. No problem. Almeida and 1. What a start in this Thursday evening for the Prince of Bel-Air. Got that steal, or got that denial first. Got that steal. Almeida completes that 3-point play, pushing the lead here to 9. Wants to be that primary defender against Martinez. Mio couldn't connect. Here they go for this attack. That is a miss on the putback. We'll get that steal back. Are the guys wearing white? Offensive rebound. Basket is good. Now entering the scoring column, Kaloy Sario gets that offensive rebound to go. Almeida has the ball once again. Now drives left. Kicks it up. Nice defense by the guys wearing white. And now on the push, Ed Martinez scored 25 points in that loss. Let's see if he can make it up. Last second pass. Referees will call a foul, as they will have a lot of things here to do. Talking about Grazérie. Again, Martinez is a mid-range specialist. He can be, that instant offense that they've been waiting. Nice defense by Celestios. Hitting that 3 earlier. Looking for this touchdown pass. Too strong. On the finish, I believe, was Ong. On that last one. Mio couldn't get that shot to go in. Almeda runs the break once again. Celestios wraps it up. Basket is good. The 3-man weave between Almeda, Celestios, and Lopez ends up with a 2-point basket. 18-9, 3 minutes 5 seconds remaining. They lost the ball. On the run, here's Van Allen Ong. Wanting to pass it to Justin on the right side. Lost the grip. But nice hustle by Van Allen Ong on that last play. 2:50 remaining. Still a 9-point lead for Flashbacks Racing. Martinez hasn't scored yet. And they look to deny him as Almeda plays defense. Fly by and nice veteran play by Ed Martinez. Scored 25 points. Talking about Ed. Led his team in scoring and he knocks down the first one. Knocks both free throw down for Ed the Punisher Martinez. 18-11 is the score with 2:30 remaining. A 3-pointer drops in. Getting that 3 to go. That's their third 3-pointer of the contest. I believe that's Celestios once again. Second 3 of the contest for Luis. 3 to answer back. Couldn't get it. Almeda secures that rebound. Celestios on the run. Luis oops it up. What a play! Celestios to Lopez. What a play there by Grazérie, and they are rolling here in the opening quarter. 2:01 remaining. 23-11. Timeout by Flashbacks Racing.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league of...
Last 2 minutes here in this opening quarter, 23-11. 12-point lead for Grazérie early. Almeda guarding Martinez. Now they have a switch. Here's Tanseco on that drive. Will be fouled there on his way. And I suppose that would be the matchup here. Almeda looking to stop Ed Martinez. So the other players needing to step up and get their minutes in. Kaloy gives it to Ed. Here's that matchup. Loves that shot and drills it. Ed Martinez gets that jumper to go. Now looking to respond. A block that time. Ang was turned away. Left side, one-on-one. Can they finish this one off? Solid defense by Celestios, but will be caught for the foul. Mio Sario wanting to blow by Celestios on that last play, but he will be shooting his free throws as Grazérie is in the penalty. Mio knocks down the first one. Sario with 3, make it 4 or make it 5 points for Sario in this contest. Has hit that 3-pointer early. 23-15. Almeda pulls up. Too strong. Mio gets that rebound. Ball will be recovered by Ang for Grazérie. Goes for this jumper. It's good. What a first quarter for Luis Celestios. He has 10 points in the opening quarter. 10 of their 25 coming in for Luis Celestios. Martinez nowhere to go. Swings it. Kaloy for 3. It's in! the head of the table for the Sarios, knocks down that 3-point conversion, 25-18. Almeda on the right, double team. Lopez, they will swing it. Ang for 3. Couldn't drill it. Kaloy with a rebound. Down by 7. Can they finish it off? Andre Lopez guarding Martinez. Need to hurry. Almost a close 8-second call. Finds an open Mio inside. Offensive rebound. Put back won't stick. They need to pass it in. A second to go. That won't go in for Flashbacks Racing. 25-18 is the score. Opening moments here in this contest. End of the first, a 7-point lead for Grazérie. Though Flashbacks Racing inching in, let's see if they can have the lead in the second or will all be Grazérie's game when we return. Second quarter, Grazérie with a 7-point lead, 25-18. Here in Quality Games Basketball League, La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. CSA is our venue for today. Baron Mercado on the call. Mark Chezang starts the second quarter with a 3-ball for Grazérie, a 10-point lead for the 4-1 Grazérie. 4-1 as well is Flashbacks Racing. They will look to give or get yet another important win. Good defense by Jeet. Here comes Jitzilla with a bounce pass. Gets it up and scores for 2. Jeet Van White now with 4 points. Pushing the lead here to 12. And let's thank our sponsors for our league. Swish App, La Germania, Bridgestone, Grape Hair Solutions, ECX, and Passion Events. Okay, thank you for helping this league, Quality Games Basketball League. Shout out to Sir Jeron, who's always in the venue supporting and overseeing the league here as they go for that transition 3. That time it was short for Marco Sario. Speaking of the Sarios, Mio and Kaloy with 5 points each. Marco Sario with 2 and CJ Sario leading all Sarios here with 6 points. What a pass by Almeda, finding Jeet Van White on that last play. Playing solid defense was Almeda and now dishing it out to Big Jeet. 6 points for Van White in this contest. 14-point lead, 2 minutes in to our second quarter. Mio Sario wanting to go for that drive, but an offensive foul will be called on Nick Macaranas, who scored 19 in that last game against Tri-J. Jeet Van White, this is just too easy. Good recognition by CJ Sario, and they are putting on the hurt here in the second quarter. 34-18. 7-0 run. CJ gets that ball, gives it to Justin Almeda. Has 3 points. They swing it in the corner. One dribble pull up. Van White just too big to get that ball in. Biggest man in the court has 8 points, pushing them to a 9-0 run. 36-18, 7:26. Timeout is called.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train Elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridge.
36-18 is the score. Jit Banwait with 10 points in this contest, as well as Luis Celesios. So that's 20 of their 36 and a steal to go with it. On the run, CJ Sario. We'll see you later. 8 points for CJ and Grazérie. Again, putting on the hurt in the second quarter. 11-0 run. Referees will call a foul on that last play. Make it a 13-0 run. Good defense being played here by Grazérie. Individual and team defense. Let's see if a Flashbacks Racing can find a way to score here with 6:40 remaining. Still scoreless. Nick Macaranas couldn't make that attempt but will be fouled as Nick will be at the free throw area. Again, scored 19 points, I believe, in that last game. That victory. Him and Martinez combining for 40-something on that last game as Macaranas trains both free throws. 38-20 is the score with 6:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Pass was read. Easy as 2 points for Mio Sario. Sloppy play, sloppy pass. That's back-to-back points for them. Talking about Flashbacks, Almeda sends it in the corner. They swing it as Mark Chezang was open, but Banwait was called for 3. So gonna be an opportunity for Flashbacks. They have scored their last 4 points, 2 from the free throw area and 1 after that Mio Sario fast break opportunity. Tanseco was rejected. Gets one back. D. Martinez for 3. Couldn't shoot it over Jeet as D will be shooting 3. .541 remaining. Martinez sinks the first one. Again, the Punisher goes in the free throw area. No problem. Second free throw is nothing but net. 7 points for Ed Martinez. Cuts the lead here to 13. Let's see if they can, or they have finally recovered and woken up here. Talking about Flashbacks Racing. They swing it. CJ Sario. Too strong. Mark Chesang with that rebound. Gives it to Justin. Almeda with 3. Bounce it off to Jeet. Banwait. Nice stop by the guys in white. On the run. Marco Sario to his brother. Mio Sario has scored the last 4 points in the field goal area for this Flashbacks Racing. Almeda knocks down the 3. That is a big 3 by Justin Almeda. That was at least a 6-0 run, or make it an 8-0 run made by Flashbacks Racing. Justin Almeda just silences that run. 41-27 is the score. A 14-point lead with 5 minutes remaining. Almeda will return to the court here. Let's see if the lineup of Celesios, Almeda, Ong, Sario, and Banwait can hold on to this lineup of Marco Sario. I see Ed Martinez in there as Marco pulls up. Tap by Jeet. Now on the run here is Ong to Almeda. Back to Ong. Justin in the corner. drives baseline. Pass is too strong. Chance to run here for Marco Sario. That shot wouldn't count. Foul is downstairs. Van Allen Ong will be called for that foul. Raf Hizon, Nick Macaranas, Ed Martinez, Kaloy Sario, and Marco Sario. Rounds up the 5 here for Flashbacks Racing. D. Martinez couldn't make that shot over Ong. Here's Van. Sends it to Luis Celestios, who has 10 points. Wraps it up to Jeet. Van White inside the post and couldn't get that bonus. 41-27 with 4:01 remaining here. Jitzilla. Van White is now at the line. Makes the first free throw. 11 for Jeet. Two successful free throws for Jeet Van White. Rare combination of power, strength, and soft touch from the free throw area. Marco Sario, he's been struggling so far, finally gets that floater to drop. Marco Sario with 4 points in this contest. That's his first field goal, I believe, in this game. Celestios for 3. Too strong. Van White gets that ball. Too big. Just couldn't convert on that basket. Ed Martinez and company ending this one. Kaloy Sario. Ooh, a miss on that layup. Could have cut this lead to 12. CJ this time. Couldn't knock it over. He's on. Gives it to Jeet. On the high post. Drops it off. Celestios back to Jeet. And one. He is just too big. Too talented. Inside the post. Just couldn't stop him. Talking about Jeet Van White. Jitzilla with 14. Ramping up here inside CSA. 45-29 with 3:07 remaining. $14 points, 4 rebounds for Jeet. Leading all scorers here. Let's see if he can hit his shots here. Can a good stroke at the free throw area. Talking about Jeet. He knows it. Knocks down the bonus. 15 points for the Jitzilla. 46-29. Final 3 minutes. Here's Marco. Gives it on the baseline. Just couldn't convert. Was Nick Macaranas on that last play. Finds it open. They give it to Big Jeet. And you have no choice but to hack Jeet in this contest. And you cannot, go to a hack a Jeet strategy here because Jeet Van White is a good free throw shooter. For his size, he can hit those free throws in. Makes the first one. So he will shoot a bonus free throw there. He thought that it will be an end one opportunity. He is used to get those. This time he rolls it in. Jeet Van White with 17 big points. Lead us balloon to 19 with 2:38 remaining. Marco Sario shoots that 3 and there's a whistle by our referees. 48-29 is the score. 2:35 remaining. Knocks down the second one. third free throw is good for Marco Sario. He has 7 points in this contest. 48-32. Van White. This is his quarter, but he missed from the inside. On the attack, Marco Sario couldn't call glass. Rebound secured by Andre Lopez. Again, one of their more reliable players. Behind his back goes Lopez. They swing it in the far corner. Almost a swipe. Two minutes remaining into this first half of action. 48-32 is the score here. Let's see if Flashbacks Racing can get it done, cut the lead to a much smaller margin as we are going to prepare for halftime. Miosario, door was shut. They need to find an open shot. Couldn't make that one, was Macaranas. Solid rebound by Andre Lopez. Celesios pushing the pace. CJ Sario. Back to Andre Lopez. Three, it's good. Andre Lopez knocks down that three. 51-32, back to a 19-point lead. Grazérie just flexing their might in this contest. Nick Macaranas scores on that beautiful drive. 4 points for Nick in this game. Sario finds an open man. Here's Jeet, swings it. Lopez again, back-to-back makes. One of the more versatile players as well for Grazérie. Lopez can play at least 2 to 3 positions. This time with Jeet, he snipes 2 3-pointers in. Sario, this is Marco against 2 defenders, and that play was read perfectly. 54-34 is the score. 31.9 seconds remaining. 20-point lead. Jumper by Hizon. That is off the mark. Celesios. They will push on a 4-on-2 break. Sario for 3. Couldn't make it. 3 3-pointers in a row. So we are approaching the end of the first half. Nick Macaranas sends it to Marco Sario. Bank shot. No. Tanseco with a putback. Not having a solid game today is Marco Sario. Pulls one off. That won't go. And that is the end of our first half of action. 54-36. What a second quarter shown here by Grazérie as they enjoy an 18-point lead. We'll be back at halftime. as we begin the second half here in the final game of the elimination round for Quality Games Basketball League La Germania, the 5th conference. CSA Gym in Makati City is our venue for today. Baron Mercado reporting for duty. I have covered the 3 games so far, and we are now to start this second half. 54-36, Grazérie started the second quarter with a 13-0 run that pushed them to an 18-point lead. Meanwhile, Flashbacks Racing looking to come from behind here. They played solid in the last 3 minutes or so, but again, that start by Grazérie really has done enough damage for them. Look at that effort. Macarana scores 4-2, but look at the effort. I will give half of that point to Alfie Tanseco, giving them opportunities at the rebound department. Van White inside, turns the shoulder, couldn't make it. Rebound secured by Ang. Ball will be on the side here. Here's Mio Sario to Ed Martinez. Marco Sario has been struggling all game long. Let's see if he can find the rhythm, find the pin on that Marco Sario grenade. Marco Sario with 7 points. Mio Sario leads Flashbacks Racing with 9 points. Ed Martinez scoring 7 points. Nick Macaranas with 8 points for Flashbacks Racing. Meanwhile, for Grazérie, 3 players are in double digits so far. Jeet Van White with 17 points, 5 rebounds. Andre Lopez with back-to-back threes has scored 10. And Luis Celesios has done his damage in the opening quarter, scoring 10 points as well. And you gotta give a lot of credit as well to CJ Sario, who scored 8 points, started the attack, started the proceedings for Grazérie. Justin Almeida, instant impact off the bench in that first quarter, scoring the 3-point play opportunity after that steal, and also completing a 3-point bomb is Justin Almeida. 54-38 is the score. We continue to play on. Nick Macaranas with 8 points. Here is Martinez. Back to Macaranas. Jumper. Bit too strong. Celesios loves to push the pace. Now here he is on the hurry. Gives it to Almeida. Back to Celesios. The pass was read perfectly. The Sarios will look to complete that play. A miss by Marco, and finally seeing that ball fall through. 9 points for Marco Sario. Only a 14-point lead here in the third quarter. Nice defense by Macaranas. Here's Nick. Guarded by Lopez. They swing it to Ed on the right side. 14-point lead. Mio for 3. It's good! 12 points for Mio Sario, with Kaloy watching from the bench. Jeetzilla unstoppable inside. 19-5 for Jeet. 56-43. 7 minutes 45 seconds remaining here. On the drive, Marco Sario successful on that fishing expedition. Justin Almeida will be called for that foul. Two shots for Marco Sario. Again, he needs to find that momentum. He needs to find that range. And that's one way to do it. Complete your free throws. 10 points for Marco Sario. Make it 11 for Marco. So the Sarios has taken over here in this quarter so far for Flashbacks Racing. Nick Macaranas also scoring for them. Justin Almeida this time. What the cross by Justin! What a finish! 8 points for the Prince. 58-45. Martinez guarded by Almeida. That is Justin's primary mission in this contest, to contain Martinez, but Sario this time couldn't connect for 3. Van White is open. Let's see if CJ can find him. I should say that's Lopez. Streaking in for that reverse 12 points for Lopez. Martinez couldn't connect on that jumper. One dribble. They need to get it. Andre Lopez maybe got too excited on that last play. Again, 8 points for Almeda, Van White with 19, Andre Lopez with 12, and Celesio still with 10 points. Marco Sario with 11, looking to shake off the defense. Nick Macaranas bumps, shoots, couldn't get that bounce. 15-point lead with 6:10 remaining. Andre, third 3 of the game, it's in! That's his third 3-pointer of the game. Andre Lopez is feeling it here in this contest. 15 for Andre, increasing the lead back to its largest, 18 points. 63-45, 6 minutes remaining, timeout by Flashbacks Racing.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay
18-point lead for Grazérie. Flashbacks Racing looking to make a run here as we approach the final 6 in the third quarter. Tanseco and company looking for a big play. Hizon throws it up, rescued. That play was rescued, I believe, by Alfie Tanseco. 3 by Almeda. Couldn't get the friendly bounce. Has 8 points is Justin. On the run, Alfie once again. This time they give it up. Ed Martinez want to operate in that 17-foot line. Too much passing, result to a turnover. Almeda sees flight and it's good. 10 points for Justin Almeda. 18-point lead back for Grazérie. Sario over Jeet. Couldn't connect. Throws it up. Almeda waits, scores back to back. 12 points for Justin. Shoots it over. Almeda and Martinez drains it. Finally seeing that ball go through is Ed Martinez. 10 points for him in this contest. 17-point lead. Here's CJ for 3. Too strong. Van White will lose the ball. Good tap by Mio. On the run, here is Martinez. Looking to attack against 3 defenders. Finds Mio. Now sees the gap, attacks and scores. Mio Sario with 14 points off that drive. Cuts the lead to 15. Sario. Couldn't answer was CJ. Van White will throw it up. It is recovered by Justin. That pass was anticipated. Marches Ang was guarded by Mio Sario on that last play. 6-7. 5-2 is the score with 3:50 remaining here in this third quarter action. They give it to Big Jeet and just an unstoppable move for Big Jeet Van White. That's 21 for Jeetzilla. 6-9, 5-2 is the score. Sario gives it to Mio on the run. Martinez again for 3. Put back, won't stick. They will get another rebound. Macaranas sends it out. Another three. Martinez finally drains it again. He's 2 out of 3 of his last 3 attempts. 13 points for Ed the Punisher. Van White, just an easy layup. What a look by Lopez. So Lopez always finding Big Jeet running down, and that's how you reward your big man. Just run down and find your gap and spot. 71 to 55. 3 minutes remaining. Flashbacks racing. Down here by 16 points. 71-55 as we continue the action. A struggle still for Marco Sario shooting that ball, but he has the possession. Finding Ed. Martinez, third three. Couldn't find it. It was straight, but couldn't find the bottom of the net. Lopez will bring the ball down. Andre with 15 points. They give it to Big Jit once again. Again, Lopez always finding his big man. Jit Van White with 23. Sario couldn't connect for 3. As that ball will go back to Flashbacks racing. I love the connection between Andre Lopez and Jit Van White. Here's Kaloy. Sario couldn't make that 3. Rebound secured by the guys wearing white. Black, I should say, and possession will go back to Flashbacks racing. 73 to 55 with 2:09 remaining in this third quarter. 19 all is our quarter scores. Back to square one. Flashbacks racing will have at least a quarter to go if they want to make a run. Again, the winner of this game will be at least secured of the top 2 spots in our end of the elimination round. Flashbacks racing wanting to get a big victory after defeating Tri-J in that last game. Meanwhile, for Grazérie, they lost to Tri-J, so they want to show everyone that they can win those big games. As Nick Macaranas will be shooting his free throws. Knocks down the first is Nick. That's 7 points for Macaranas. Macaranas makes the second one. 8 points for Nick Macaranas. This is the barrier that they couldn't break. That 14 to 16 point barrier with a minute 45 remaining here in the third. Bringing the ball down, Luis Celestios hasn't scored since the opening quarter. Kaloy Sario guarded by Marco. Here's Kaloy for the jumper. That is off. Ball is on the hands of Sario once again. This time he couldn't connect. Referees will call a foul before that running start by Flashbacks racing. That's the 14th foul, I believe, for Grazérie. 73 to 57. One more foul, it will be penalty situation for Grazérie in this contest. So Grazérie would love to challenge that last foul call as Kaloy Sario brings the team together for Flashbacks racing. Let's see if Grazérie's challenge will be successful. As the referees, before they proceed to that challenge, will want the players off the court here. Again, they will contest that last foul called by the referees during that rebound battle. Grazérie wanting to regain that possession. Because if they win the challenge, they will be deducted with a team foul. So instead of 4, they will have 3 team fouls. And they will have possession, I believe, if this challenge is overturned. Meanwhile, if you are Flashbacks Racing, you want this call to still be on your favor, because with a minute 25 remaining, a 16-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, you want that lead to be as low as 12 to 10 points if you can do a quick run. And this team, talking about Flashbacks Racing, has a capability to make those quick runs. They have a lot of scorers. Ed Martinez, for one, has hit 2 3-pointers in this third quarter. Nick Macaranas also can give them some baskets as well. So challenge is unsuccessful. Ball will go back to Flashbacks Racing, so they will be in a more favorable position here, 73 to 57. Let's see if they can make the most out of that failed challenge by Grazérie. 73-57, a minute 20 remaining here in the third. Marco Sario having some problem shooting that ball. What a pass by Ed. Kaloy, put back, it's good. Nice read by Ed Martinez, finding Kaloy on that last play. First shot didn't go in, but the second one drops. And they get the steal, the stop that they want, only down by 14. Final minute here in the third quarter. Marco Sario will give it to Kaloy, a 3. Could have been a big one, cutting the lead to 11 if he made that. Celesios, nice steal by Ed, read that play perfectly. On the run, goes up. Nick Macaranas couldn't score. 73-59, here's a 3 ball. Couldn't connect for CJ. Sario will have the ball once again. CJ sends it in the corner. Fakes that shot. Gives it in the middle. CJ still couldn't connect for 3. And a block. And a whistle is called. Celesios still couldn't find the first field goal here. Mark Chesang. Big 3. Big 3 ball by Marquez Ang as we are heading into the fourth quarter. Marco Sario, quick basket. Now they want to get that ball as quickly as they can. A second to spare. Ong couldn't make it, and we will enter the fourth quarter. Instead of down by 18, they will be down by 15. Talking about Flashbacks Racing. But that big 3-pointer by Marquez Ang gives Grazérie a much breathable space here, a 5-possession lead. We are in for the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. (76-61) here in the fourth. Grazérie taking on Flashbacks Racing. Final game of the elimination round here in Quality Games Basketball League, the 5th conference. Brought to us by La Germania as Justin Almeda scores the first 2 points here in the fourth quarter. He has 14. All in all, solid performance for Justin Almeda. Scored 12 points in that previous game against Grape, and now overcoming his performance. But looking at that answer by Flashbacks Racing, Nick Macaranas completes that play plus the foul. That is 10 points for Nick. A chance to cut it to 14 points. (11 points for Nick Macaranas, down to 14. This is at least the lowest they have gotten. Talking about Flashbacks Racing, Mark Chesang, right place at the right time, but a pass by Celesios. 16-point lead. A chance here for Flashbacks Racing. Too early for them, so they need to execute. The Punisher makes the 3. Ed Martinez, a mid-range assassin, extending his range from the outside. Martinez now with 16. Celestios still struggles from the field. 80-67, a 13-point lead. Sario, this time, Marco couldn't make it. Mio gets the ball back. Waits for his teammates, sees his dad. Kaloy for 3. It will not go in. Macaranas with a cleanup. Here comes Flashbacks Racing. Trailing majority of the game, down by only 11. Justin Almeida starts the proceedings here on the side of Grazérie. Calls his own number. Almeida knocks down the 3. 17 points for Justin Almeida. And we are back and forth here as Martinez is hounded by the defense of Almeida. They give it inside the post. Fakes. Mio. Sario connects. 12-point lead. Almeida looking to take over here in the 4th. Guarded by Macaranas. Justin lost the ball on the run. Marco Sario, easiest 2 points of the game. Lead is down to 10 with Sario scoring his 15th point of the contest. 7 minutes 45 remaining. Again, winner will be a part of the top 2 spots as CJ. This time, it's his turn to struggle. Ed Martinez has come up big here in the second half of action. Mio to Nick. Macaranas, what a run! What a 4th quarter for Nick Macaranas. He has 15 points. Swing, swing, a 3. Marches Ang! Big performance for Ang. Timely baskets here and there. And both teams just executing well in the 4th. Marco Sario still couldn't find the hole. Now a chance to run. Celestios all alone. Too strong. Mio secures that rebound. Martinez with 16. Bounce it off to Nick. Macaranas carves some space. Basket is good. Nick Macaranas with at least 15 points in my count. What a game for Nick. Almeida with 17 points. Looking to shake off this defender. Ang for 3. No! Hit check time for Marches Ang, who has 11 points. Has hit those timely baskets again towards the end of that 3rd quarter. Celestios will sit as he continues to struggle here. Flashbacks Racing only down by 9 points here, 77-86. Macaranas for 3. Too strong. Gets his own rebound. What a pass. They send it back. Mio, a big 3. Too strong. Almeida on the run. Facing Macaranas. Goes for the bump. Door was shut. They will reset the offense here with 5:50 remaining. Almeida to Jeet. Banwait will be called for a foul. Or he will be fouled, I should say, on that last play. Nick Macaranas here in the 4th quarter. Showing up for Flashbacks Racing, has 17 points. They give it to Jeet inside. Banwait gets it to go. That is 27 for Jeetzilla. 88-77. 11-point lead. What a move. Marco kisses it off the glass. Baited CJ on that last play. 3-possession ball game. 5:15. Almeida. Bang! 20 points for Justin Almeida. Breaking out in the last game of the eliminations. Ed to answer. Boom! Almeida and Martinez, they were going at each other all game long here, and they have exchanged some big baskets for these teams. CJ to join the party. Why not? Why not? 94 to 82. Who will be invited to that 3-point party? Nice steal on the stop. All alone, easiest 2 points. They will give it to CJ Sario. That is just unselfish play by Andre Lopez. But for Grazérie, the story of the game, Justin Almeida with 20 points, including that big three. Pushing the lead here to 14, 96 to 82. We call for time.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league of...
Martinez off the timeout! 22 for Ed! Again, Ed Martinez showing us his range. Usually a solid mid-range jumper. But he has scored a couple of threes and a steal here. Nick Macaranas having a solid fourth. Sends it off. Makes that basket. Tanseco with a finish. 96-87 is the score. 3:40 remaining. Almeida nowhere to go. Celesios bumped. Missed on that shot. Mio on the run. Wasn't aware at first. Ed Martinez to Mio. All alone. Ooh, could have been a big basket to cut it to double to a two-possession ball game. Nice defense played there by Alfie. On the run. Here's Marco on the bump. Sario with a finish. What a fourth quarter by Flashbacks Racing. They have scored 28 points in this quarter alone. 2:50 remaining. Corner 3, Almeida with 20. Gives it to Celesios. Still couldn't find the bottom. Marco Sario and company only down by 7. Marco was stopped by CJ. Good defense by Sario on that last play. And Tanseco will have no choice but to foul CJ before he can go up. 89-96 is the score. Down by 7. Almeida and company looking to extend the lead. Here's Justin. 3. Good! The Prince of Bel Air claiming his crown here in this contest. 23 big points for Justin. Sario on the other side. Mio will be fouled. 19 points for him. Let's see if they can cut the lead here to 8 as we are nearing the last 2 minutes. Mio makes the first one. Steady hands by Mio Sario. That's 21 for him. Him and Martinez combining for 43 points. Celesios is on the right post. They will give it up to CJ. To Lopez, I should say. Benoit will give this pick to CJ. Throws it up. Benoit, it will finish that play. Legit is right as Marco finally drains that three. He has been looking for that shot all game long. Down by 7. Lopez, Almeida and company. He has 23. Justin, 25 points. Nine-point lead. Marco Sario couldn't convert. Almeida with a rebound. That's his 5th of the game. 25 points for Justin Almeida. He wants that ball. Let's see if he can finish. Almeida guarded by Mio. Justin using this pick. Shoots. Misses. A hit check moment for Almeida. And now on the run. Ed Martinez for 3. Couldn't convert. Alfie Tanseco puts the ball in. 7-point lead, 50.5 seconds remaining. Celesios again hasn't scored yet but brings the ball down. Carefully, I might add. Waits for a teammate, Lopez. With 40 seconds to go, this will be a killer if they hit a big shot. CJ finds himself open, shoots the 3. Almeida will step out of bounds. 27 seconds remaining. A 7-point lead for Grazérie. What a game for Justin Almeida. 25 points for him. Big performance, big shots. Let's see if Flashbacks Racing can cut the lead here. They call for time.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone.
27.1 seconds remaining. A 7-point lead. Flashbacks Racing looking to cut the lead here. Lowest they got is at this moment. Sario finds a man inside. Rejected by Jeet. No choice but to foul was Nick Macaranas on that last play. That was a good look for Flashbacks Racing, but it was just too tough to stop there. As they won't call a foul, they won't foul anymore here. 7-point lead. What an impressive victory by Grazérie. Started by the awesome performance of Luis Celesios. CJ Sario played well. Jeet Van White, dominant as ever. Mark Chesang, Justin Almeida, Andre Lopez played out of their minds in this contest. Final score, 103-96. Grazérie joins Tri-J at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Flashbacks Racing drops to 4 wins and 2 losses. On behalf of the men and women behind Quality Games Basketball League, Sir Jeron and everyone here inside CSA, thank you for watching. Baron Mercado saying, see you in Week 8 of Quality Games Basketball League, the 5th conference, brought to us by La Germania.